Good evening YouTube, my name is Tommy Lawlor and I am the author of The Experiences of a Talented Chef. I'm 27 years old, I've been a chef for 14 years, and right now I'm in Holland. And what I want to do is I want to demonstrate what I've been doing while I've been backpacking around the world, which is basically going to dumpsters and getting out the ingredients in which I need it, and I run out of money, and show you how to cook it. So first of all I'm going to show you what we have here today. And what we have basically is carrots, as you see, salad ingredients. A couple of things really that are thrown away that shouldn't really be thrown away. So see most of the ingredients that we have here. For example, this here cabbage is just trying to escape. There's nothing wrong with it, it's actually still in bed, but it's just trying out for some mysterious reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to cook. And I don't really know what it is I'm cooking, so I'm just going to chop up most of the vegetables and show you the way I cook. So I'll start off with the carrots. Quick and simple. Just get them peeled real quick. I'm thinking about making maybe like a pasta or something like that. Oops, and use it up. I love using carrots. I've been using carrots for a long time, and I find it great for your health. Obviously, with your eyesight and whatnot. One of the beneficial things I find about cookery, for me anyway, is not cooking inside in professional kitchens. When you're cooking in professional kitchens, a lot of stress goes into your food. And I don't really believe in stress going in your food as such. So we'll just get these ready. Very important that if you're peeling carrots, you make sure to peel them from top to bottom. And the reason I say that is that if you peel them the opposite way around, you get a much more, I'll show you, it doesn't really come off as easy as if you put this way, you're going with the grain, and you keep the blade in your peeler a lot better. So I'm just going to chop these up. Just top and down. I'm just going to use this here for our chickens. And I'm just going to cut these up into little quarters, or little fours, so that we'll be able to saute them evenly. And there is culinary terms in all these cuts that I'm using, but bollocks, you know what I mean? Just cut them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to take this pasta, maybe with the mushrooms, and I might use these sprouts, which were charred as well. You can see they look pretty fresh to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice some more onions into this here for the pasta, real quick, and just get as much of the onions into the flavour as you can out of the garlic and onions into the pasta. It's one of the most essential parts of the dish, and it's crucial that if you don't have any onions or garlic, you don't really have a base to your dish as such. So it's vital to do. Just like that real quick. And there you go. What we'll do is we'll heat up some oil, and we want to get a nice hot pan so that when you put them in you go and you hear that nice saute motion, or saute sound I suppose, it's supposed to be motion. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a dessert. What I got last night seems to be some kind of a mousse. I'll just show you here what I have. We've got all these here ingredients all thrown out, and it looks pretty healthy, to be honest. I mean, I can't knock it. I don't think there's much I can do with it as such. It's kind of already made. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to garnish it up and make it look nice and make it look kind of pretty. And we can put it on our table inside and actually cook our pasta or sauteed vegetables. Possibly do something funky with this here cabbage. I'm thinking maybe we got some cat apples. I might do something with that, and some almonds. But for now, I will draw your attention back, YouTube, to making a dessert. I mean, there's ways to make desserts that are complicated, and there's ways to make desserts that are really simple. And a lot of chefs give a lot of time saying how to make creme brulees and panna cottas and all this bollocks basically. But if it's this simple, you know. In it goes. Just lash it in. Rough and ready. And what this is an orange mousse. I've tasted this ahead of time, and it's actually delicious. It's got like Grand Marnier or something in it, or it's got a lovely alcohol taste to it. Imagine this is going to be thrown away. You know, I don't know why they don't give it to homeless people here in Holland, or why they don't do something with it. Like, it's, I know like I'm Irish, and in Ireland you don't get this kind of stuff thrown away as fresh as this. If you did, I mean, it probably helps a lot in the recession in Ireland. But I mean, you can see really why there's a worldwide recession. I think a lot of it is because society has become so ignorant to this commercial food that we've given them fresh food, they actually cringe and they go, whoa, that doesn't taste like McDonald's, that doesn't taste like Burger King. But I mean, it doesn't have to. That's just all you know. It's MSG, monosodium chloride, is being used in every single product that we have. And our taste palates have actually become adapted and immune to this saliva being released in our mouth. So we have these receptors in our brain going, okay, this is tasty. But it's actually a chemical, and as a chemical it's not good for you. I mean, come on. Read the friggin' package of stuff. It's like E1745. So many E's in this thing. More E's than I took in my life. Right, so I'm just going to get some simple garnishes here with the strawberries. Again, these we've been trying to, you can see why. There's a couple of them here. Just a little bit mouldy. I mean, in nature that's the way they are too, you know, I mean, you just pick them off. But of course, people can be very lazy nowadays. I guess that's why they want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these just down like that. And I'm just going to garnish this up and make it look a little bit pretty. And this is actually one of the lovely things that I loved about restaurants when I was working in restaurants around the world, is the garnishes and the creativity amongst other chefs when they show you what it is that you can do to make things look really fantastic. And I don't really see the point in just getting something like that and just firing it into the bowl and just leaving it. Why? You know, it's nice to have, it's good, I think it's good, I'm not one of these hippies or anything like that, but it's good energy kind of to have a real nice creative food. And it gives a really nice atmosphere around the kitchen table. Something which I think personally has been lost is we're not eating around the table enough, we're not conversing around the table enough. We just don't get enough family kind of time to sit down and, you know, how was your day and how was your problems and how was work. It's all becoming a rat race where we're just driving through KFC, McDonald's, Burger King. I mean, look at this, it's simple stuff, and I mean, it'll put a smile to anyone's face when they come home. So I'm just going to finish the strawberries off around it, and I'm going to show you a neat little garnish with an apple. Pretty simple. I'm going to use this apple. You can see again why it was thrown out. It's got this little bruise where it's been on the bottom of the box or something. Let me just cut it off, it's perfect. It's perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the apple, just cut the end off. I'm just going to cut it down the middle. So you have two sides like that. You can see what I'm doing is literally just cut it into V's like that, and you literally just push it out, and you can use this, and I've often done it in buffets that where you get one side of it being a wing and the opposite side being a wing on this side, and you get a head coming up like a swan. I'm not going to demonstrate in this video because I don't want to waste too much of your time, but just to give you the general idea of how simple a garnish can make dumpster dive food from a skip look pretty okay. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to get a hot pan of oil. I might use this Bible here. What I'm going to do is a little bit of oil, actually recycled oil, or I'll do this oil. So what I'll do is I'll reach in the back here and look at this oil. Where this oil is it's already been used in commercial restaurants where they literally just drain the back bars and throw the oil out, and it's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. So just a little squeeze of oil onto the hot stove. I'll give it to my man Jordan here. How's it going? Jordan. Hello. Onto the stove, we'll get that nice and hot. And what we'll do is we'll get this mise en place that I have here. Mise en place is a posh bullshit word that we chefs use for preparation. And what we're going to do is we're going to heat the oil, we're going to put that into it, brown it off, get all the vegetables cooked together, and then we're going to add in this here cheese, which is a red pesto cheese. It's actually quite delicious. I'm going to use that probably with tomatoes. We'll just roll with it on YouTube really, I don't know what I'm doing. But basically your mum didn't know what she was doing, she was cooking for you either, did she? So follow me in and we shall show you how we do it. Oil is hot. It's not too bad, we're just going to add it in all of our vegetables. And you can hear the sizzle of the oil. just coming up the back. I'm just going to leave it there like that. Pasta, just come up to the boil, leave it, walk away. Okay, so what I've done is I took the pasta off the stove. I'm just touching with my fingers, the way I used to do it. That's not fully cooked. Bring that back in. I'm going to be adding these here ingredients, which are tomatoes. I found these in the skip, and they're literally just portobello mushrooms that are cooked with it looks like a goat's cheese. Delicious. This was found. I can't believe this was found, I'll be honest. This is red pesto cheese, and it's one of the most expensive cheeses that I know of. And I know that in Ireland or in... I mean, anyone that knows anything about cheese or is passionate about food, that's been thrown away, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a sauce. What I'm going to do is I got a little bit of milk. We don't got much milk, just like a half litre of milk. And I'm going to add it into it with the tomatoes, this. Hopefully thicken it with this, and if I need water I will, but hopefully not. So let's see what happens, shall we? First thing I'll do, my little toolbox. Carry these knives with me everywhere, backpacked all around the world with these knives. Actually, let me show you something. We won't show who I am, other than my face when I was 19. At that stage I was on TV in America. I was the head chef in America in a restaurant. Yeah, just picked me up basically because I'm creative this time. You think so? I don't know. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of tomatoes like so into the pot. And you can see why it happens as well, just being smashed about or whatever. I mean, you can cut it off and throw it away, but it's just being smashed about. It's fine except for a little bit on the top. Just for the video's purpose I'm going to throw it away. But I'll be honest and say that I wouldn't normally eat that. But so your preference as to how far you're going to go with your food. I mean, you can see all this ingredients is fresh. It's not pushing boundaries with your body that you're going to have. Your body already will have natural antibodies. But I mean, if you've been fucking with it with commercial medicine for years, and if you've been drawn away from your own antibodies, building your own immune system up into healthy, nutritious food as it should be, and not the chemicals that are being sprayed on the food, then I can't see any reason why this isn't healthy and why you shouldn't be eating dumpster dive food. Fuck it, you know, it's free. I mean, I've charged people, well, not me personally, because I work for it, I've charged people like 25 euros for a main course. You know, and I mean, the ingredients are no different than this. I mean, you think they throw away this stuff? In most restaurants that I've worked in, some of this stuff I've been asked to use it worse, you know what I mean, really. And you pay for that privilege and you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, hence why you should read my friggin' book. Every now and again I used to run into a situation where I run out of money and I decided, you know, you're a chef, so you got your knives like I have here, you know, you've just a bit of cop on and go to a restaurant, go behind a restaurant. I mean, the food I used to cook myself buffets just from a campfire while just being on my own, just backpacking along and looking for work, and at the end of the day I haven't made any money out of what I do, so why do it? Now I do it for people that are appreciative of my friends, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in the stove and I'm going to grate some cheese. And the cheese and the milk will go in after I finish cooking the vegetables, and we're going to have us a nice little sauce. And then we're going to add in our pasta. It's a nice pasta for free, don't you think? Alright guys, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add milk into our pasta like so. And the pasta is just cooked, and you can see that we've done ahead of time. We've strained our potatoes, the little chunks that we have. And basically when they squish in your hand they're cooked. And you can be anal about it, but that's the basic principle to it.